Just off Kirby Drive is an oasis of quiet beauty in the middle of Houston. Christine Gervais introduces us to Rienzi.
Rienzi is one of two house museums that come under the canopy of the Museum of Fine Arts Houston. One is Bayou Bend, which is dedicated to American art and decorative arts, and Rienzi is dedicated to European art and decorative arts. And within that, you can come and see objects, furniture, metalwork, ceramics, glass, and you can see them in a domestic setting. You can see them in rooms of a house, which of course was how many of these things, most of these things were intended to be seen. So it gives us an interesting lens into how objects are meant to be seen. And that's one of the great gifts that came to us with Rienzi, the House in the Collection.
Rienzi is hosting a special exhibit of treasures.
This exhibit is extravagant objects, jewelry and objets d'art from the Masterson collection. The Mastersons, the couple, Harris and Carol Sterling Masterson, are the people who put this collection together for Rienzi and who gave the collection to the museum. I consider this house and the things in it a collection of collections. We continually keep finding sub-collections. As all of us have, you like to collect books, you might collect porcelain, you might collect lots of other kinds of things. So we keep finding new bits of their collecting, and this is dedicated to one of those, which is objets d'art, which generally speaking are things that could be made to be useful or could be sculptural, but generally made out of the finest, most rare, most exotic of objects. So we found within the collection that they had objects that fit this criteria from the 18th, the 19th, and the 20th century. And so that's what this collection is about. Along with it, some very beautiful jewelry, which in its own way, these are extravagant objects made out of star sapphires and diamonds and emeralds. So these things that you understand as jewelry, but then we also have those same materials being used to do sculpture. Objet d'art, a French term, what does this actually mean? So what I've just given you is what it took us months to come down to, of the things you can use, things you're meant to look at, how are they made? And so we've got different groupings that sort of work in that way. We've got a case that's devoted to ivory objects. We've got a case that's devoted just to boxes as a form, which is behind me here. We've got a case that's just for jewelry, as I said, that is a sort of identifiable extravagance. And so we sort of worked within those different threads that we pulled out. There's also a case devoted to Fabergé as a maker known to make extravagant objects. So trying to pull out different themes within this overarching idea. I think the entry point for a lot of decorative arts is that they're recognizable. I recognize that that's a table. I recognize that that's a silver jug. I understand it because they are, even if they were made centuries before, forms don't change that much. And so you can sort of relate to them in a way that I think that paintings and sculpture, perhaps they have more baggage. They require perhaps a bit more to fully understand. Whereas with decorative arts, usually they're objects to be used, have been used, have had a life within that context. And so they have value for us in that they do a window on history, a window on aesthetics as they have changed, a window on how things were made. And all of those create a different kind of art, but I think an art that to me, as a curator who deals with it, I find impossibly rich.
Extravagant Objects runs through July 29th. For more information, visit www.mfah.org. Select the Visit tab, then Rienzi. For Artbeat, I'm Stacee Hawkins.